might actually have swapped this for a different, my other.
Is he a little overloaded? And we join you live once again from the track. I'm going to stay around and do one more race tonight. I think we're going to watch the 3x10 points race by our friends, the C Group. We've got a great group here. If you're wondering what all those green jerseys are, those are my close personal teammates, the Cannondale Youth and Devo Youth team. So we've got such rising lights in that field as Lily Ujfalusi, Astrid Wurr, and young Evan Macbeth, who's an experienced roadie, but is doing the C race here tonight as a prelude to the Western Challenge next weekend. I'm going to be a little bit more modest with my names here because I don't quite know as many of these riders as I do in the A field. But I'll point them out as I see them. Looks like we've got a good group here. Field counts off as 14 riders, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to be led around here on the neutral lap by the map rider.
Still neutralized? Still neutralized?
Oh, is it still what? This is the start, yeah. They just saw 30. So 3x10 points race. The format here is there will be 30 laps of racing, but every 10 laps there will be a sprint. The sprint will count for points for the first 4 riders. Those points are 5, 3, 2, and 1 points respectively. This is a 3x10 points race for the C Group. So they've just started. Yeah, they'll ring the bell for every 10 laps for a point sprint. 4 deep for the sprint, 5, 3, 2, 1, and 20 points if you take a lap on the field. So there's a brave attack off the front by that rider in black. He's trying to take a lap on the field, which should be with 20 points. In a 3x10 points race where taking all 3 firsts is worth only 15 points, taking a lap is virtually a guaranteed win. So this is not a bad attack, but it looks like he's given up early as he goes above the sprint line. But one of the young Devo women, not sure which one is, Annabella, I believe, has taken the bit between her teeth, and she's now got about a quarter lap on the hard chasing field. Let's see what she can do. It looks like the pursuit is being led by some of David Miller's more wicked teammates. There in the yellow and black kit. Now we've got a team of 2 taking a relaxed but somewhat strenuous attempt to go all the way. But I think they're going to get caught by the field because they are being way too relaxed if this is meant as a serious attack. And Warren Taylor in the purple is leading the field back to them. This is looking pretty passive. Our counter shows 25 laps to go, which means they're 5 laps from the first sprint, and that might be causing a bit of relaxation here as people don't want to lead the field around for 5 laps, and rather they're keeping their powder dry for the first sprint. And as a result, Warren Taylor is permitted to continue a relaxed pace at the front of the field. They're showing 39 kilometers an hour. That's practically loafing even for this field. And you can see that nobody is getting dropped. In fact, the field is stacking up very slightly, which indicates that the pace is not as fast as they could be going. And with 23 laps to go, this is about the time when the sprint will develop. You can see all those Cannondale riders rolling up on the top, getting ready to attack over the top and hopefully take some points in the sprint. So really, you're not looking for who's leading the race at the moment. You want to see who's about 4 wheels back, and look at that. That's Warren Taylor coming up and over the top with the bell lap in planned. Rider in yellow leading us around, but he's going to get overtaken pretty easily by those guys coming over the top. But how many? How far deep will we go? Rider in red and black takes first, yellow second, the map rider third, and ooh, too close to call, but I think Warren beat out Jennifer Girth, who's in the black stripy Crit Nasty kit there at the bottom. Fluvog Crit Nasty, they have some of the finest shoes in the cycle business. And Jen Girth continues to take out a lead before handing it off to one of the Devo kids. I think that is young Annabella there on the Argonne 18 up front. She gives it over to Warren Taylor, who continues to pace along. A little bit of confusion as Annabella drifts back rather rapidly, but she gets absorbed into the pack okay. 18 laps to go. They're showing a fairly relaxed pace. To the Devo women are now at the front of the field, content to just pace along. They apparently like the position, but they're not really driving the speed. And one of their teammates at the Devo is coming up and over. Not sure who that is, but she is followed by Lily Ujfalusi, who is actually rapidly going backwards, not following her teammate. One of the Bernie Velodrome kit riders takes over the field, and then we've got there at the front another young woman. I'm not sure I recognize that kit, but we'll try and get a name for you someday. And that young strong boy from the MAP team is ready to pick up the pace. My watch says 15 laps to go, but I think it's more like 13. And they're now moving at well above 39 kilometers an hour. As the pace picks up and only Jen Girth can hold that wheel, I think that must be 2 to go for them to be going that quick here. That is to say, 12 to go. Oh, is it frozen? Oh, okay. Oh, cheeky! As I believe that would be Evan McBeath coming over the top to take the sprint over 3 other riders, and he has decided to disappear. Sorry, that's not the sprint, that's the bell lap, but he is going to make a clean escape of this. Evan's a strong, strong rider. I can pretty much guarantee he will put paid to this, and he may well be looking to take a lap on the field. He is chased hard by the only 2 other riders who can get anywhere close to him, and they're not making time. Meanwhile, the field is looking pretty miserable. I don't know if they've got the legs to make a serious inroad on Evan's attack. Evan's now got not quite half a lap on what I'm going to call the front of the field, which is getting torn apart itself based on the ferocity of Evan's attack. Everybody's going all out to try and recapture it. Jen Girth has been absorbed back into the field, but 2 riders are still out there chasing down Evan, and it looks like they may catch him, and he might want them to, because Warren Taylor and that MAP rider in the blue and orange kit are a pretty good set of legs to bring along with you if you've got a mind to take a lap. The lead group is this group of 3 right here. That's who you want to follow. 44 kilometers an hour. That's young Evan McBeath still leading this group out as he takes a pull. The MAP rider and Warren Taylor did in fact catch him. Not sure if they're going to try to take a lap now even. They may just be content with the points. And for Evan, that might be enough because he's taken 5 points in the first sprint. Yeah.
Because if they take, well, even 6 and 1 have to.
Well, they'll get 20 points, and that'll guarantee them all 3 top 3 positioning. So the strategy probably says Evan wants to catch the field because then, unless the other 2 riders can do very well, he's the winner. Although I'd have to look back at the results of the first sprint. Yeah, there's 4 laps to go, according to my colleague, Mr. Lynn here. I think with 4 to go, these guys are not going to catch the field because the field's going hard 4 points still, and these 3, as hard as they may want, to no longer have the strong incentive to take the lap. They're going to roll around and I think try to be confident that they can hold off the field for the sprint, but they've got to pick it up a little bit, and indeed they have. The MAP rider, in fact, is trying to make a bit of an escape. Warren is trying to get back on terms, and with 1 lap to go, this is going to be a big sprint for the finish. Let's see what Evan McBeef can do from a slightly awkward third place. He powers over Warren Taylor and makes it stick, but he will not catch our lead rider. So your winner at the finish line will be, your points winner at the finish line will be the map rider, followed by Evan McBeef and Warren Taylor. But unofficially, I believe that Evan has done enough to win this race. So congratulations to all our riders. Not bad work. That was a good, clean, and interestingly executed C Group race. So folks, I'm going to see you all next weekend when I'll be announcing the Western Challenge, and hopefully we'll be streaming that as well. I encourage you all to come out if you're in the Lower Mainland. It's going to be a great 3 evenings of 3 days of bike racing, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. It's going to be fun for the whole family, by which I mean the people who like bike racing in your family. But if you can't get out, check out the stream. We should have it up and running, and hopefully we'll even have live commentary. My name is Ryan Cousineau. If you want to annoy me on the internet, probably the best way is through my Twitter stream at RCOUSINE at RCousine. And with my great thanks to Stuart Lynn for putting on this stream, we will see you next week.